What up, world? J Tuck here. How y'all doing today? Um, so I'm sure that y'all done heard. If y'all haven't heard, I'll go ahead and enlighten you. I'm sure y'all done heard about the academics talking to this 15-year-old boy on stream, right? And before y'all jump out the window, I don't mean like he was trying to holler at him or nothing like that. I mean from the aspect of like him asking him some uncomfortable questions. Um, First things first, I want to ask the uncomfortable question. Uh, I want to ask the uncomfortable question about since when did America and the world grant access to underage kids joining the workforce? Now, when we was in school, you know, you had to be 15 with a work permit, and they had a such thing called child labor laws, and I'm really trying to figure out what happened to those laws. I'm really trying to figure it out. These child labor laws, I guess if you're a streamer, a YouTuber, and you making all this money, you can just do whatever. Um, I think we need to start going back to how it used to be, where child labor laws mattered. And the only reason why I say this is not to hate on the young boy, um, but to prevent things like this from happening. What I was saying was that I think we need to re-implement or make it normal again that you have to be a certain age before you can start working, um, whether it's YouTube, um, TikTok, Twitch. And the only reason why I say that, like I said, is not to hate on nobody, not to say, hey, um, these people are making too much money, because I can care less. But this is what stops the weird and the creeps from talking to your children that aren't ready for certain conversations. Now, here it is that DJ Academics, or Academics, whatever they want to call them, decided to ask this white guy, this young white boy, he's 15, a series of questions about smashing and some other homosexual questions. Now, first of all, I want to say as a parent, where's his father? Because I don't care if they're on stream or not. If I get wind that somebody's talking to my child like that, uh, we're going to have some problems. And then secondly, um, the boy even tried to tell academics that it's weird that he's even asking him such questions. And, academics doubled down on it. Not cool. Um, See, we're in an era where social media has the weirdest stuff or makes the weirdest stuff normal. I want to ask an uncomfortable question. When can we get back to normalcy? When can we get back to kids being kids, man? Because the social media era, TikTok and YouTube and all these other platforms are really making kids grow up a little too fast, and they're not ready for certain things. Now, I grew up in the 1900s, so there were a lot of things that we were exposed to that had us growing up super fast. And as you see, majority of the people that were born in my era either had kids early, were off into illegal substances, um, and found themselves in a lot of trouble. And that's because we weren't ready for the manipulation that was stowed upon us. So when can we get back to letting kids just be kids? I think that's the most important thing that society is lacking, and that has been lacking for some time now. And I am trying to do the best. Me and my wife are trying to do the best that we can to shelter our kids, to nurture our kids, to make sure that they don't grow up too fast. And I think that if we all take that stance, then things like academics and this 15-year-old white boy would not be so normalized. First of all, let's talk about the fact that like there's a grown man talking to a 15-year-old boy online. Not cool. You know, what do you guys think? Um, if there's any grown people talking on a stream to young guys or young girls and kids on social media, it needs to stop. And we need to call them out, just like academics is being called out. Um, there should never be a case where you're talking to a young kid um, on stream, like face to face. You know, like I remember back in the day when we had like Yahoo Chat and like Instant Messenger and stuff like that, and we was like, beware of the adults when we were teenagers and kids. Like, oh, it's a whole bunch of adults on here trying to talk to. We call adults creeps. You get what I'm saying? So like, just because it's social media and because everybody's doing it doesn't make it okay. You know, what are your thoughts, man? That's just my 2 cents. Y'all keep the change. J Tuck out.